Finalmente han llegado las semifinales del Campeonato Mundial de League of Legends del año 2023 y el primer enfrentamiento que vamos a tener es el de la escuadra de Weibo Gaming en contra de la escuadra de Bilibili Gaming. Este enfrentamiento tiene cosas bastante interesantes que ofrecernos y es que aquí tenemos un duelo entre dos equipos de la Liga de China y por lo tanto sabemos que esto significa una sola cosa: ni bien comience la partida, ni bien se encuentren, se van a destruir mutuamente. Los jugadores de China sinceramente tienen una costumbre bastante rara y es que ellos pareciera que no juegan League of Legends, ellos pareciera que están jugando Mortal Kombat porque a ellos simplemente les interesa que se armen los madrazos, que se arme el quilombo, que se haga un follón. No sé de qué país me estés viendo, pero tú le darás el sinónimo que quieras a los madrazos que se van a dar entre Weibo Gaming y Bilibili Gaming. Pero el atractivo principal de esta semifinal es el enfrentamiento en la línea de top entre TheShy por parte de la escuadra de Weibo Gaming y Bin por parte de la escuadra de Bilibili Gaming. Me atrevo a decir que estos dos jugadores son las estrellas de sus equipos y que por lo tanto el desempeño que tengan en esta serie va a definir al ganador y al primer finalista del Campeonato Mundial de League of Legends del año 2023. Si tuviera que decir algo con respecto a esta semifinal, voy a decir que el equipo favorito a ganar es el de Bilibili Gaming, y es que vienen de literalmente derrotar al campeón de Corea, vienen de derrotar a Genji en cuartos de final y por lo tanto la confianza que deben tener es increíble. Por parte de la escuadra de Weibo Gaming se podría decir que ellos son los UNDERDOG en esta semifinal, son algo así como el patito feo, prácticamente nadie tiene fe en ellos, pero sinceramente pueden llegar a dar la sorpresa, y es que con los equipos de China nunca se sabe, siempre pueden llegar a hacer cosas increíbles, sobre todo en el tema de las peleas por equipo, que es en lo que se especializan los equipos de China. Antes de continuar con este video, te voy a invitar a que te suscribas a este canal, pero no quiero que lo hagas porque yo te lo digo, quiero que lo hagas porque es TheShy el que te lo dice. ¿Qué tranza, mi raza? Digo... Hola amigos, yo soy el TheShy, se los juro que soy yo. Recuerden dejar su like al video y también suscríbanse y que gane el mejor y tráiganme a una chichona. Soy un loquillo. Continuando con este video, te voy a invitar a que te quedes conmigo porque el día de hoy vamos a ver este magnífico enfrentamiento en semifinales del mundial: Weibo Gaming en contra de Bilibili Gaming. La primera partida de esta serie fue una maldita masterclass por parte de la escuadra de Weibo Gaming, y es que TheShy es sin duda alguna uno de los mejores top laners que han existido en toda la historia. El top laner de Weibo Gaming, que en el año 2018 fue campeón del mundo con la escuadra de Invictus Gaming, en esta primera partida hizo algo increíble, y es que el tipo comienza perdiendo su línea por completo sin ningún tipo de posibilidad de poder remontar, y de igual manera el tipo te remonta la línea, y no es solo que te remonte la línea, es que también termina carrileando la partida por completo con su Rumble. Simplemente fue poético el ver cómo literalmente destrozó a absolutamente toda la escuadra de Bilibili Gaming, y específicamente el cómo le pasó por encima a Bin en esta primera partida.
Shun is available.
Yeah, Shun recalling nearby, but Weiwei's gonna dash forward. As you can see, Shun now coming in to reinforce Bin, but he's burning up the equalizer over the top. And the shot.
Like Rumble, you want to rush towards it, but there's an AD carry, jungler style here.
Weiwei gonna be engaged on here as Shun goes in. The Vi ulti leads the charge, but now in the back line, they're still keeping him alive. Weiwei getting away. He makes his way to the blast cone, and Weiwei survives the counterattack. Where's it at from Weibo? They're not gonna get anything back for it, but the fact that there's no kills for BLG was huge. Now Xiaohu's coming in looking to lock down Yagao. He tries to get away. Skin of the weekend gonna work. TheShy flashes over, and he burns them all.
And you can see he's feeling good about that one.
Oh, he's going again! He's going again!
We're not done! Bin 1v1. Arrow to the game here as soon as it spawns. Weibo's gonna be taken down as TheShy just picks up another one.
We are trading that Rift Herald on top side. Let's get the vision. It's your standard play for the support, but not on the jungle, and then not having a top laner.
Pop Blossom lands, they tie him up in the tangle barbs, and Weiwei's ready to bring him down. Yeah, this is tough, man. I don't even think you win these 2v1s. He's gonna go ahead, drop the equalizer to zone Yagao away, turns on the flame spitter as Shun goes in for the ulti. They try to wombo combo him down, and the shutdown goes over the lane to force down that tier 1 turret. On gets thrown up in the air, the Pop Blossom's ready to make sure it gets done. And Xiaohu picks up his first kill of the game. 7-2 here, 18.5 minutes in.
You play with fire, you're gonna get burned, and On learns it once again as they get that charge off. And Weibo will back it out.
So far ahead, they can just hard force Baron, so they don't want to throw the game. Shun now in danger, knocked up into the air, equalizer over the top. Shun is down, and Weiwei's the one to put him there.
Tease them a little so they want to get into the pit, try and get into River, and as you get BLG coming through, they pull off, they immediately attack the people from BLG who are over.
Now he's going to move over towards mid because they're nervous about a pit, but the equalizers are insane.
Elk having to pop the ulti here with the very start, now flashing away to survive, and Light goes in aggressively to take out the enemy AD carry. On's going to get burned up next to Xiao, who pops the Pop Blossom defensively, and Ben's health bar is going to drop next. TheShy leads the charge, and Shun heads right back into the base.
Not much you can do here. I mean, the only reason it was really close is because they was all AP, but they're going for a pick.
Crisp is the target, and they already got him. It cost a lot of ultis to do it, so Weibo now might look for something, despite the fact that they've immediately lost a man.
Teams like JDG, they are monsters, and they want to finish this.
TP is coming in as Shun tries to engage on Xiao, who immediately goes golden to get himself away. Flashing right back out of the scat of the week, as now Weiwei's coming in from the side. A lot of damage back onto Shun, and he's going to die to Xiao Hu. Light now free-firing back onto On, who engages without support from the rest of the team. Weiwei's going to do the same, but Weiwei is fed, and BLG's dead. Ben can't get out. Light's gonna put him in the ground. Weiwei jumps in over the wall. Elk is the last man standing, but he's Zaya without an ulti. It's gonna be a hard job to get away from this when he tries to do it, but Weiwei's got a lot of damage resistance. Weibo, get it done. Game number 1. It's a stomp here in the semifinals, and they're gonna start this series off strong.
Weibo want to tell a different story here today.
La segunda partida de esta serie fue completamente diferente a la primera, y es que aquí por fin la escuadra de Bilibili Gaming despertó. Después de haber tenido una primera pésima partida, aquí empezaron a jugar y lograron someter a los jugadores de Weibo Gaming. Me gustaría añadir aquí, y esto me parece muy importante, que el MVP o la persona que se encarga de carrilear esta segunda partida no es el top laner de Bilibili Gaming, no es Bin. Aquí me atrevería a decir que tanto bot lane como jungla como mid lane hacen un trabajo increíble, y Bin es el que se queda bastante por detrás en esta partida específicamente. Y a pesar de que la escuadra de Weibo Gaming se aferró con uñas y dientes para intentar no perder, de igual manera fue imposible para ellos el no quedarse con la derrota.
They do find the chains of corruption here at the bottom lane, but now TheShy's ready to go and jump in on the fight. Weiwei getting back away, but now Ben's trying to bring him down. Shun's gonna be super low here too. Ben grabs the kill on Weiwei as they still can't kill Shun yet. TheShy finally picks it up, and now Xiao Hu's ready to help his top laner try to turn it around. But Yagao's made his way into the fight. He won't find abscond up duck. TheShy sidesteps, and Ben's ready for the counter strike yet again. Arrow from across the map, but it goes between the uprights.
Because Yagao had to cover topside, but we're going to be looking at Ocean Dragon as BLG.
BLG throwing out the engage, and they immediately find the pick under Crisp.
Bot lane dominance. Weiwei up towards this top side. Shun's here as well, though.
Yeah, Shun just jumps over the wall. We're going to get 2 different 1v1s. So the Maokai ulti comes back up into the top lane, and now Ben's going to be the focus here at the very start. Buy ulti, trying to buy enough time for the Jax, but it won't work. Arrow comes in from downtown. Weiwei fires off the ulti from all the way back in his own jungle. Elk's going to tank the first one of those. Ben steps up for the counter-strike. Immediate stun and immediate disengage. They don't want to allow TheShy to put that lead back into the bottom lane. Weiwei's the target, and BLG hit the mark. They're going to follow it up with a stolen Maokai ulti as Shun's ready to engage with a ball breaker. Everfrost locks him down. BLG's going to town. The turret might get one back, but not quite yet. They almost get Shun away, but they'll trade it for Xiao Hu nonetheless. First turret's going to follow, and BLG, come up you.
BLG, but he found nothing.
Meanwhile, back on live, Crisp is dead. Elk on a killing spree. 3 3, 0, and 2. The Shy's coming in. This is the power point for Weibo. This is the guy they want to try to play around. Beautiful stun on a Xiaohu as he tries to take the blast cone over the wall. Azir ultis fly back and forth as Xiaohu goes into the stasis, but he will not survive. Yagao takes the kill as the Shy spreads his wings, but the World Ender runs out.
Team, if they want to try to find any sort of way to come back.
Well, the Shy goes in for Shun here, but that could be a problem because Yagao is also nearby. He steals away the World Ender, and now he's ready to show the Shy how it's done! Gonna try to turn it on Bin. Xiaohu has his 2-item power spike. The Aatrox of the Shy doing the same. Bin's not long for this world. The Jax, again, it's been a rough game, a rough couple of games so far for up to stop that engage. But yeah, that's the big marker. That Dragon Soul that's going to be coming up soon as Shun comes into the mid lane and things go from bad to worse. Ready to join up here. On has taken a lot of damage from the Baron. Elk has taken a lot of damage from the Baron. The Shy's ready to fight these guys back as Yagao is down to 25% HP. Weiwei leads the charge with the arrow back over the wall coming in to support. Weibo will stop him here. BLG. The arrow misses from On's Ashe, and that means it's an opportunity for Weibo to look for something, but they're not going to get it here just yet. Shun disengaging as the Chains of Corruption fly out. Now ready to re-engage back with the Shy. He'll get stunned after the counter-strike. The Shy is down, and BLG got the
Elk taking free shots. Chris is low alongside Weiwei.
The Varus and Ashe, the two archers, just riddling these guys with arrows. Elk again with a piercing arrow over the wall. Bin coming in from behind. Weiwei wants to jump in, but the Maokai's just gonna get chopped. Bin's ready to bring it in as they have to disengage once more on Weibo's side. Summoner spells are down for life. Crisp is nearly dead too. Xiaohu's got no HP. They've already got the cannon minions with the Baron buff. They're trying to get the opportunity to go in, but now a nice shuffle from Xiaohu. They're finally going to get the kill. Elk takes one with him as he dies. The Shy fighting Bin off to the side. The shutdown credit went back over to the Caitlyn, but Xiaohu dies right after. Yagao goes on a rampage. Blast Cone gets shut away for safety. It's a 2-for-1. The only remaining Nexus turret now. It's barely standing, and BLG are keeping the push alive. The Maokai ulti finally summoned up for Weiwei as they'll be able to force the retreat from BLG if only for a moment. Elk and Shun stepping out of the way of the laser as Elk tries to escape the Shy, but the Q3 Gore Drinker gets some kill credit going over to Weiwei. That's a big shutdown as Bin falls too. It's 2 dead on the side of BLG, and Weibo might have found their chance. Vaultbreaker to disengage, On trying to escape from the Aatrox, but the Infernal Chains bring the pain. Shin is just pushing the wave right now.
This is bad.
He might just try to disengage it. What is going on? This is a mess. Bin will spend as much of their time as he can, counter-strike to buy some time while the rest of the team goes after the Elder. Bin with his Onion's Hourglass to escape the ace in the hole. Weiwei's trying to go in and steal away the Elder Drake. They're going to kill him instead. Shun goes in a rampage, killing him. It's traded back away for Bin, but the Elder goes over to the remaining 4 players of BLG. It is a 4v4 for the next 45 seconds as Weibo will head back into the base and BLG continue the push.
But it's the Elder Dragon, and you've got the opportunity now for BLG because that Nexus turret is so low. They can actually look to push forward on this. That play from Bin might have dragged Weibo away from the win con.
Laser fired off. They're trying to buy enough time to survive here. That Elder Drake is so ferocious. Light takes a little bit of damage. The arrow spam's gonna come through. Maokai ulti lands. The Shy's your first target. Sterix ain't gonna save him. The Elder Dragon finds its first victim. Shurima Shuffle won't do it anyway. BLG will find the win, find the Nexus, and find their first game of the series.
En la tercera partida de esta serie, nuevamente vuelven a suceder cosas sumamente impresionantes. Y es que aquí voy a decir que desde mi punto de vista, esta segunda partida la gana Weibo Gaming desde el draft. Y es que la selección de Poppy, específicamente en contra de Akali y de Vi, denegó y condicionó por completo a los chicos de Bilibili Gaming. Pero eso no es todo. Aquí lo que me parece más orgásmico y excitante es el desempeño que tuvo el top laner de Weibo, es decir, el señor TheShy, y el mid laner de Weibo también, el señor Xiaohu. Y es que esta partida la jugaron como si estuvieran completamente enojados. Es como si los jugadores de Bilibili Gaming le hubieran dicho a los de Weibo: tu mamá se baña con tenis, y los de Weibo dijeran: eso de mi jefecita no lo va a estar diciendo nadie, nos vamos a dar en la madre. Entonces, esta segunda partida fue brutal por parte de la escuadra de Weibo Gaming y lograron conseguir su segundo punto en esta serie.
In this, TheShy is their strongest dude, and he's on the other side of the rift, so this should be Drake traded away for Herald. Weibo again continuing along this line of flood your team with as much gold as you can get, using the Rift Herald immediately here in the mid lane. Wanted to crack the tier 1 turret, but BLG is stepping up. The tier 1's gonna fall. Scatter the Weak misses. Now Yagal's ready to go in. He drops the smoke. They try to engage, but Weiwei's doing a great job stopping him. He immediately kills off Shun as Weibo try to regroup. Finish it off.
They'll be able to keep this pressure up though. Bin coming in over the wall will be spotted, but honestly for the moment with Weibo positioned like this, Weibo in the front, it's not impossible for BLG to get in, especially when Yago has no flash, has to use the stun.
The engage coming out from the buy as Shun just immediately gets shut down, but they will trade him away for Weiwei. Both junglers out of the picture, but Weibo's been placed down, but Weiwei's always going to be the guy eating the cupcake. Ocean Drake started up, a little bit of poke coming out as On loses half HP. Yagao posing a threat here from the side, wants to try to distract him long enough here for the Drake to be claimed by the rest of the team, but Shun's going to be killed. Weiwei's in the pit, Light kills off Shun. The Drake will be claimed by Weibo, and the fight's still going. Bin wants to fight back, but he ain't going to find anybody here just yet. Ocean Drake over to Weibo finally, as Weiwei goes in for the tackle onto On, but he won't get him as he goes back over the wall, and now Yagao having to run from TheShy. It's a 12 gauge goodbye, and the
Quick. We'll see if BLG can get here in time.
BLG trying to close the distance to this objective, but
Weiwei then steps up, and Weiwei's going again!
we're already back into live as the Kalista ulti is going to be used to save On. Elk kiting back, trying to get the distance here. TheShy's ulti doesn't have the damage there to kill off the BLG AD carry. But remember that Bin's still dead for another 10 seconds. Enchanted Crystal Arrow is found. Yagao, the follow-up CC, scatter the weak, and Yagao is the one who eats another face full of buckshot. TheShy absolutely dominating this game here in the grave.
And there's just nothing standing between them and the base now. Weibo pushing down mid, getting closer and closer to pushing this series towards match point. BLG have got no answer.
Right as Bin comes back to life, Yagao gets picked off, and it feels like BLG just has not been able to regain.
How desperate they looked trying to take the tier 1 on boss, and now they need to try and defend the tier 2, but it's gone.
Here's the TP though. This is going to be the final fight, I think, potentially.
All right, Yagao needs to find a massive angle here as immediately it's Light getting engaged on with a Vi ulti, followed up from the damage with Yagao. Weiwei now trying to get away, but Bin leads the charge here in the A-Truck. Shun can't keep chasing any further. Chris trying to escape the Akali, but he can't do it quite yet. Bin has no damage, has no chance, has no right to be there in that bottom lane when Weibo's this far. Weibo, control over the Drake for Weibo. Yagao and On trying to come in as Shun's going to be stopped. The steadfast presence, they knock him right back out of the pit. Bin's been killed by Chris off to the left. TheShy goes in. On gets safe for a moment, but now Elk could pay the price. TheShy continuing the chase with Weiwei right behind him as Yagao went into the back looking for life, but the Akali has no damage. He can't get the assassination. It's the Drake.
The TP.
It's 2 kills. A TP up into the base. They do not want to stop yet. The 2-man TP. On should drop here next. Xiaohu hits him with the orb. Weibo, the game 3 draft. 3 different marksmen, 1 frontliner, and a 13-4. Absolute obliteration of BLG. Weibo move on to match point.
En la cuarta partida de esta serie, sinceramente voy a decir que la escuadra de Bilibili Gaming fue completamente abusiva con la escuadra de Weibo Gaming. Y es que no me parece ni medio normal el hecho de que abusen tanto de ese estilo de juego que tienen los chinos. No me parece normal que literalmente te fuercen una pelea y te maten, te fuercen otra pelea y te maten, y te sigan forzando peleas una y otra vez, y cuando menos te das cuenta ya vas perdiendo con una diferencia de 10 asesinatos y con 5000 de oro de diferencia. Es increíble lo que puede llegar a ser Bilibili Gaming en una partida en la que se encuentran completamente conectados, y en esta cuarta partida estuvieron completamente conectados y destruyeron por completo a Weibo Gaming.
Going in, TheShy tries to get away from it. He'll survive the all-in attempt. He knows he can't go much further than just those couple of auto attacks here for the follow-up as On wants to go on a magical journey. He takes a lot of damage, but he gets away in time. Light down to 400 HP too, as Elk has the red-white guns, and Crisp has no flash. Elk just follows him through the tunnel and call it off.
Chris though, still stepping up, doesn't have flash, they know that.
Shun, nice aim on the Sejuani ult. He's gonna lock down Crisp, and Yagao gets the kill. Money for the carries. BLG finding it 4 times. times in the first 10 minutes.
Nicely done. And that plate that just went down mid, I don't think anyone was actually in range to get it, but Elk potentially in trouble.
Yeah, Elk had to pop the cleanse already, trying to get away from Light. Now flashing to try to escape Xiaohu. The follow-up, the unleashed power. Xiaohu gets a big shutdown, but it'll cost his life to get it done. Yagao should be the one picking up the money
TheShy
here.
out, and this is going to catch him as well.
Yep, Yagao's coming up to try to get the punish here on the Quinn. As Ben jumps in for a little bit more. Shockwave, nice moves from TheShy, but they ain't nice enough.
But On is here to help.
Oh, they find the tempered fate. On getting in position. Immediate Sejuani ulti over the wall. TheShy just gets punished.
It's giving Nivea vibes for the top laner at the moment, but in mid.
Oh, nice shutdown coming out for Weibo. Could be in some trouble. He tries to get away from the Harrier procs, but he has to go on a magical journey to do it. BLG are losing HP, and now they have to continue to disengage. Light taking a lot of damage from Yagao. He pops the cleanse, but Yagao dunks him with the ball. Now On might finally die here in the back line, but not quite yet. TheShy will drop instead, and Elk's coming to join the party. BLG only lose their support.
And BLG onto the Baron here. Bin gonna be zoning out Weiwei. There's no way in.
Yep, it might be full HP versus 20% HP, but Jax versus Rel, that's gonna favor Jax every single time. Hit him with the helicopter and take the Baron as the prize. BLG are primed to win this. Death so far the entire game as TheShy gets caught jumping in out of the base gate, immediately followed up with a Sejuani ulti. The damage over the wall from Elk is enough. It's a 5v4, and BLG is kicking in the door against Weibo. The damage on Light is enough with the shockwave, and that should do it. 2 more down, 2 left to go. BLG wants silver scrapes, and they're gonna take it right here. Chris and Xiaohu can do nothing to defend. The Nexus turrets are reduced to dust, and we are going the distance. It's time for Game 5.
En la quinta y última partida de esta serie, sinceramente voy a decir que aquí las cosas se salieron completamente de control, y es que esta última partida es digna de una semifinal. Así es como se deberían vivir las cosas, y es que ambos equipos aquí se dieron con absolutamente todo, no se reservaron nada, dejaron el alma en este quinto mapa, y es que sinceramente tanto Weibo Gaming como Bilibili Gaming jugaron con todo lo que tenían. Esta partida se prolongó tantísimo que literalmente se la pudo haber llevado cualquiera de los dos, y es claro que este es un enfrentamiento entre dos equipos de China porque hubo más de 30 asesinatos a lo largo de todo el juego. Simplemente una locura lo que juegan ambos equipos, y es increíble que uno de los dos se tenga que ir a casa, pero así funciona el campeonato mundial. Sinceramente me encantó y superó mis expectativas por completo esta semifinal.
But of course, you still then have to be getting that past all those frontliners.
Okay, nicely done from Bin. He waited for the Bellows breath so TheShy would not be able to immune the ulti, but now he's looking to keep this going. He goes unstoppable again. Flashback over the wall from TheShy. Q3 comes out from Bin. He doesn't have enough damage just quite yet, but the Cassante takes him down. It's a solo kill for Bin.
It's a dash, bash, but Bin is able to come out on top, and now, with that struggle, they're coming in for mid lane as well.
They go for the Maokai ulti. They find Shun here in the front as they follow it up with a hostile takeover. On's gonna be the first kill, and Weibo are looking for more. They chase after the Sejuani, who does not have his Arctic armor or the Aftershock any longer, but they won't find anything else. Xiaohu still potentially looking here. He has the ulti available, way down to half HP, but they gotta be careful on the other side too. Shun also half health from the Sejuani. Light on the Callista, leading the minions down the mid lane to take out the tier 1 turret and bring this game.
But it was never going to be enough to get a kill.
Meanwhile, back to live. TheShy is the target yet again. It's a 3-man collapse. Make it 4 with a TP. Yagao goes to the skies. TheShy goes to the dirt. And BLG for the rest of it. You still don't have the fully evolved Muramana for Yagao's Jace. Lux Laser flies out and finds Light, but that's it. Sejuani ultimate goes right between 2. As now the Maokai ulti's ready for the counterattack, and Bin TP's into the middle. TheShy's not going to find his engage here yet. Hostile takeover hits the Cassante. And meanwhile, the Ornhorn flies over the top. Binding almost finds Light, but not quite yet. TheShy's here, tanking up in the front, but he's gonna die. Elk gets the kill, and the Shuffle tries to buy a little bit more time. Crisp is gonna be shot through the head as On kites Light away. A double kill back over to Elk, and now it's BLG crushing Weibo. Yagao with an accelerated shock blast, and he'll cut down the tree. Xiaohu at least takes Bin, and he might get a second. The Emperor of Shurima will back into live, right back into a fight. Maokai ulti flies out, and Shun's under a lot of pressure. The damage flies into the Sejuani, and he dies as hostile takeover finds Yagao. He's shuffled back into Weibo. Massive shutdown over the life. Weibo just found
And they're onto the Baron!
Baron started up, 5v3, Bin, Elk, and
Weiwei's
On
low.
have to try to pull off the defense. TheShy down to 10% HP. Weiwei's gonna be taken low too. Bin zoning the rest out as TheShy will finally fall. Callista with a ton of spears into the Baron as Elk is under pressure from Xiaohu. Bin is all out, but he's only one man. He goes back in and he finds a kill, but it's still Baron over to Weibo. It's still Bin about to go back over to Weibo. It's Weibo all day. Does not have Callista ulti ready to use here in this fight. Weiwei's gonna get jumped on. Bin goes in, he's all out. He takes the enemy jungler away back over the wall, but he escapes into the sun disc. The Lux ulti comes over the top, and Bin is unstoppable. But what about the fight back in the Drake pit? The handshake onto Shun, who flashes away to stay alive. The dragon is secured. It's stolen away. Callista of Light manages to steal the soul as Yagao wants to turn around, but he can't do it. Light gives him up to his R2. It's a double kill back over to the Callista as Xiaohu kills Bin. It is so many dead on BLG. The coaches have to be on their edge of their seats for either side. Horn summoned. Light Binding's not going to block anybody. Instead, they're just going to collapse, and On is dead. Hostile takeover locks down Shun. It's 2 kills back over to Weibo. BLG is on the run.
That's it.
And Weibo is on the victory march.
They're going to push here. They're going to go for it.
Weibo have the Nexus in their sights. The super team needed to come alive, and semi-finals is where they look to do it.
BLG 3v5. It would take more than a miracle to hold him off here. Bin with a handshake back into the team. He's not going to live through this one. Xiaohu throws out their soldiers, and Yagao loses Guardian Angel. Bin trying to find a little bit of damage onto TheShy, but it ain't going to be enough as Elf tries to go forward with a 90 caliber net, but it doesn't matter. It won't do a damn thing. Weibo, through all the doubt, through all the disbelief, will earn their place in the finals.
Y así es como termina este video, pero no esta historia, porque los muchachos de Weibo Gaming recién acaban de pasar a la final del campeonato mundial. Y es que aquí quiero decir un par de cosas que me parecen relevantes. Principalmente, TheShy, eres mi padre, eres literalmente el mejor top laner que he visto. Esto lo digo de momento y por la emoción. He visto otros top laners que también son increíbles, pero justamente en este momento TheShy me parece Dios. Ya sé por qué la gente te ama tanto, ya sé por qué la gente te aclama tanto, y es que es increíble el desempeño que puede llegar a dar un jugador como TheShy en un campeonato mundial. Ahora, por parte de Bilibili Gaming, honestamente me decepcionó por completo el desempeño de Bin, y es que Bin es un top laner que es monstruoso, es un top laner que literalmente destroza a sus enemigos, pero en esta semifinal se vio completamente apagado y opacado por parte de TheShy. Tengan en cuenta que todavía nos queda una semifinal más, y es el enfrentamiento de T1 en contra de JDG. Aquí vamos a tener al otro finalista que se va a encontrar en contra de Weibo, y sinceramente voy a decir que no importa cuál de los dos sea, de igual manera Weibo les va a dar pelea, porque en este momento tanto TheShy como sus compañeros están con absolutamente todo y tienen todas las intenciones de intentar conseguir este campeonato mundial. Entonces esperen lo que va a ser esta final, porque va a ser simplemente increíble y probablemente va a quedar para la historia. Sin nada más que decir, espero que este video les haya gustado. De ser así, los invito a que me dejen un pulgar arriba y un comentario, ya que con eso el algoritmo de YouTube nos trata bastante bonito. Y es más, si llegaste hasta este punto del video, quiero que en honor a Weibo todos comenten huevo con salchicha. Y es que fue lo que le dio Weibo a la escuadra de Bilibili Gaming. Le dieron huevo con su salchichota en la cara, con todo respeto lo digo la verdad, pero le dieron con todo todo en la cara a los muchachos de Bilibili Gaming. Sinceramente fue una serie impresionante. Como siempre, muchas gracias a los miembros del canal, gracias por seguir apoyando económicamente a este proyecto, y si tú todavía no te has vuelto miembro, te invito a que lo hagas. La membresía tiene un precio de $1. Recuerda que puedes compartir este video con todos tus amigos y suscríbete si es primera vez que ves uno de mis videos. Yo soy embeejay y nos vemos en la próxima. Adiós.